chairman on the meeting here, and all the respected expert panelists and leaders on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. Before I start, I would like to make a small correction in the introduction that Rajesh made. I am not a JE topper, but I am a GATE topper. There's a big difference between JE and GATE, but that was a very insignificant achievement, I would say, after many years of professional career, but sorry for that misquote. And since my background is, kind of engineering, technology, IT, I would like to share my thoughts from IT and digital area. I think Dr. Saji, he already expressed the thought leadership on what innovation and entrepreneurship is. In fact, Mr. Mohan Kumar also said hospitality is, they are thinking like a technology company. So I think our entire life is being controlled with our online behavior now, right? And internet coupled with a very high speed, zero latency network that is coming up, the data, which is a new oil, is again, disrupting the way people market, capture your behavior, and and the big data with AI and ML technologies, they are changing our lives at a very unimaginable speed, actually. And this whole pandemic itself has accelerated this, this whole process by leaps and bounds. I'm sure if we had to target this digitization of cash, it would have taken 2 decades minimum. But if you look at it, forced us, and every vendor has a QR code and a bank account on the street, right? So that's a speed that was enforced because of the pandemic. And the entire life, my wife never used to believe in, kind of online, but right from a morning milk and bread to purchasing everything online now, the education, health, work from home, and everything, right? Recently there was a marriage which was first marriage on using a metaverse technology, wherein not just the physical presence of guests who also can have their own avatars created using the technology, but guests which are working, attending remotely, literally could enjoy the almost a presence, right? So the digitization and the technology is literally changing the world we have around and our lives. I would like to give a small background about the Nissan. Though we are one of the global manufacturer with around 5% market share in India. We don't have much, but it is one of the strong brand in US, Europe, Middle East and all, and some countries like Mexico we are number 1. And global Nissan uses more than 3,500 IT products, applications that we basically develop. Some of them we buy, and we spend over $1.8 billion every year on ISIT. And at Nissan Digital India, we are basically focusing on all the strategic and very high impact digital transformation initiatives that we are working on. And many of those, for example, connected car system, it's developed from scratch from NDI, we call it as a Nissan Digital India. Also a big data platform wherein customers' data is so important. Earlier there was no system. Now we are able to capture through the connected car system, their behaviors and their driving patterns and everything into the big data platform, right? Which we are monetizing now. And so for example, many insurance companies in Japan, in US, they capture the data that is coming in the connected car system at almost at a 1 minute interval. We are able to capture what is the driver's behavior, and the insurance companies are able to decide the premium that they need to charge on the particular driver. So this is just one simple example, but you can see unlimited kind of opportunities using such data to leverage it for commercial purpose, B2B, B2C, and even, using that for our own R&D. How do we predict the maintenance? How do we predict the, any design changes ahead of time rather than reacting, in a post accidents. So so we are working on ARVR technologies, which are helping us not only the design department, the R&D department in automotive, but also after sales and service. For example, we have a virtual showrooms actually, wherein you can literally use the ARVR technologies to look at the automobiles and entire digital, the sales process and the even after sales can happen, using these technologies. We are working on AI and ML technologies for forecasting the, sales data. Earlier, the marketing team, whatever used to predict, right, it used to be almost like mostly around 60-65% accuracy. But using many factors and, having this power of computing, we are able to predict the, sales forecasting to almost 90-95% accuracy. Can you imagine the, with the global supply chain that is involved and the inventories those are involved, the amount of capex that was getting blocked because of, say, either losing customers, having a long wait time, or having the inventories built in. So the technologies are enabling a lot of these, improvements in the business. I think coming to, potential for Trivandrum in IT. I think if you look at the total IT exports in India, they touched around $150 billion last March, and they are growing annually 20-30%, right? And if you look at Trivandrum, though we call it as a top 10 IT hub, it is hardly $1 billion out of 150, right? But at the same time, if you look at the kind of potential, across all the sessions that we have, we talked about, the Human Development Index, the number one, competing even the international countries. The education system is one of the best, right? So the human capital development at the school level and maybe the college level is good. And there is also the R&D environment, if you look at the ISRO, ICER, and there are other biotech companies that we have, there is a lot of R&D kind of environment. So I think there is a huge potential in Trivandrum to kind of leap and bound into the IT and digital space actually, and it doesn't require a lot of capex or the physical infrastructure that we require for other industries. And Dr. Saji also said the kind of 5G tech and the even the public infrastructure or the public services. I think there is a lot of digitalization or IT penetration that is happening, and we can definitely leverage this to do much better into the IT and digital, technologies actually. So I think one area that we lack is, the lack of techno managers or the experts or the SMEs that are required in, say, automobile area or the domain area with the technical skills, what I mean. We lack a lot of those skills, techno managers, the architects with the product development background, those are required. And we face such problems, right from the setting up of Nissan Digital India. I think that is a space that, of course, we have a lot of fresher talent from Trivandrum, but that area I think we lack. And of course, the IT is a very global industry. Not only the soft connectivity through network speed, but because of the nature, I think we need the air connectivity very good with not only just the IT hubs within India but international. But I think one thing that is lacking, I again wanted to bring this up because we feel that pain is that the air connectivity to many hubs. to the metros, and that has kind of slowed down. So that is one area to improve, but other than that, I think there are very raw ingredients that we have at Trivandrum which can help us to grow in this area. And there is a huge potential. As I said, look at $150, which is going to go to $250 in about 3 years by 2025, and we are at $1 billion part of that. So with that, I think I would just take a break here. Thank you.